I first met Julia in my last semester of college. She had this light about her that literally lit up the entire room she was in. Her laugh and her ability to listen, the way her eyes lit up when you said something funny, made you feel like you were the center of the universe. I was a computer nerd who didn't know how to pick up girls, and she was the kind of girl you would introduce to a musician, an artist, or a poet. But for some reason, we clicked. A minor incident in college, some shared laughter, and it all grew into something deeper. We dated for 3 years. We supported each other. She supported me when I was plagued by doubts, and I supported her when she cried at night, wondering what the meaning of her life was. It was love, real love. We had what I considered to be a very strong relationship. I proposed to her on our 3rd anniversary. Nothing grand, just a quiet moment in our apartment, fairy lights, her favorite record, and a beautiful ring. She said yes. She cried like a child. She comforted me as if she would never let me go, as if letting me go would mean losing me. I sincerely believed that we would be together for the rest of our lives. The first few months were just heavenly. We planned a small wedding, chose a venue, discussed our honeymoon. We even started discussing what to name our future children. I thought we were on the same page about everything. Then, little by little, and then all at once, everything started to change. Julia started doing yoga. No, that wasn't unusual, at least not back then. Then the retreats started, weekend trips. At first, I was happy that she believed in herself. She never talked about spiritual growth, self-discovery, or healing trauma. But something was wrong. She would come back from these classes glowing from something that had nothing to do with exercise. Her phone glowed in front of her eyes, and she kept it close to her. Her password had been changed. She started talking about harmony, energy drains, and toxic habits. And by toxic habits, she meant me. I was struggling to keep it together. I asked if she was okay. She laughed and said, "I'm just evolving." I had no idea she meant moving away from you. And then came the night that destroyed everything. She came home late, her hair a mess and tears in her eyes, and sat down across from me on the couch. Her voice was shaking. "I have to tell you something," she said. Those words sent a chill down my spine. I felt a knot in my stomach before she even continued. "I met someone. His name is River. He teaches breathing exercises and energy healing at a yoga studio." I couldn't breathe. "We haven't, well, gone that far. But there's something between us, something different, something real. This guy could be my soulmate." That word cut me like a knife. Soulmate. A stranger from a studio she stumbled into. A man who, according to her, saw her. A man who made her feel her feminine energy, whatever that meant. "What about me?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. She cried. "I'll always love you. But this is deeper. I've never felt such harmony with anyone. It's like he sees my soul." I wanted to scream. I wondered if the last 3 years had been a waste of time. Were all those years of dark nights, struggles, dreams we built together a waste of time because some guy named River lit up all the neurons in her third eye? But I didn't scream. I just sat there as the woman I loved walked out the door and down the road in pursuit of her dream. A week later, she moved out. She said it was temporary. She said she just needed to figure things out. But I knew. She was gone. The next few weeks were a blur of anger, grief, and self-loathing. I replayed all the moments we had spent together over and over again in my head, trying to understand what I had missed. What was I missing? Was I boring, predictable, not spiritual enough? My friends tried to comfort me. Some called her selfish. Some said I had dodged a bullet. They used all the right words, but nothing helped. The nights were the worst. I slept in our bed, which still smelled like her, and wondered if she was lying in his arms right now, whispering about chakras, like she did on the day she poured her passion into everything we had. Months passed. I gradually recovered. I started going to the gym. I returned to hobbies I had neglected for too long. I traveled. I laughed. I reconnected with myself, with the person who had been buried under my attempts to make her happy. My heart was still broken, but at least I was moving forward. And then a message arrived. 6 months after she left, Julia wrote to me, "Hi, can we talk?" My hands froze. Inside me was a part of her that I didn't want to hear. Another part, the wounded part, was curious. So I agreed. We met at a local cafe. Something was wrong with her appearance. She looked tired, fragile, not radiant. Her hair was shorter, her face thinner. Her smile, forced. She took a deep breath. River wasn't who I thought he was. He talked a lot about energy, but he couldn't commit to anything. He cheated on me, many times. Monogamy was a social construct to him. I sipped my coffee and tried not to smile. "I left him," she continued, "and you were all I could think about. How you loved me unconditionally, how safe I felt with you. And now I realize that I gave up the real thing for a fantasy." I leaned back in my chair and stared at her. I relived all the sleepless nights, all the moments when I doubted my worth. I remembered how her eyes lit up when she mentioned him, how she called me an anchor that was dragging her down. "You didn't just break up with me. You buried me. You said you were leaving as if I were just a phase in your life." Tears filled her eyes. "I know, and I hate myself for it. I was stupid, blind. You didn't deserve that. But if there's even a part of you, any way you can forgive me, I'll do anything to get it back." I fell silent. Let the silence pierce me. "I have a girlfriend now," I lied. "She's calm, level-headed. She's not looking for soulmates. She's building something." Julia looked devastated. "You have someone?" "No," I said after a pause. "But I'd rather be alone than ever go back to what we had." She wiped her eyes. "I understand." I stood up. "Goodbye, Julia." And as I walked away, something let go of me. Just the joy of rejecting her. But it wasn't just that. It was peace. Later that night, I posted a photo. It was me standing on a rooftop with the city lights behind me, a glass in my hand. The caption read, "Healing isn't loud. It's quiet. And it's mine." I knew she would see it. She did. A few minutes later, she liked the photo. Then she unliked it. Then she blocked me. The end. She left for her other half. And now she's on her knees, crawling after her. And I'm already 10 steps ahead. What am I doing here? And this time, I won't let her break me. Because there are no buts or expiration dates in love. And soulmates don't leave when things get tough. The end.